You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster Jammin'. I am your host, your brother, for the Underground News Network. Aital Ayman I, the Fat Lady. Have you heard the term, "It's not over till the fat lady sings"? It's recorded in the Library of Congress that this term originated with San Antonio sports broadcaster Dan Cook during a television newscast in April 1978. He coined the famous phrase after the first basketball game between the San Antonio Spurs and the Washington Bullets during the 1977 through 78 National Basketball Association playoffs, to illustrate that while the Spurs had won once, the series was not over yet. This gives us a glimpse, i.e., of the meaning of this proverb, but it goes much deeper than this. It ain't over till the fat lady sings is a proverb essentially meaning that one shouldn't assume the outcome of some activity until it has actually finished. This phrase, in turn, refers to the impression by many that at the end of every opera, an aria is sung by a heavy-set woman dressed like a Valkyrie. A famous example of this is Wagner's Der Ring des Nibelungen, aka the Ring Cycle. This is a set of 4 separate operas lasting about 15 hours, in which the final scene includes Brunhilde, a very large Valkyrie, singing and then riding onto Siegfried's funeral pyre. The set then collapses and the entire cycle ends in the Rhine River where it started. The fat lady is often illustrated with a horned helmet, a spear, possibly a shield, and possibly blonde braids to suggest Scandinavian ancestry. Scandinavian mythology, Valkyrie, any of the beautiful maidens attendant upon Odin, who brings the souls of slain warriors chosen by Odin of Tyre to Valhalla, and there waits upon them. Come with me now. I will take you even more deeper into the rabbit hole, to the esoteric truth of this most ancient proverb. For the answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. There's a natural mystic blowing in your ear. For some time now, I have followed the doctrine that final causes exist. This doctrine is named teleology. It is really the true way or path of the Rastafari, i.e. the Rastaman, one who studies of the evidence of design or purpose in nature. I hold the knowledge and not belief that purpose and design are a part of or are apparent in nature. In vitalist philosophy, vitalism, the doctrine that phenomena are guided not only by mechanical forces, but that they also move toward certain goals of self-realization. This is the use of ultimate purpose or design as a means of explaining phenomena. This is having the knowledge, the perception of purposeful development towards an end, as in nature or history. When we say you are now in tune on the one, the force itself, at this time we call it the mastery blaster jamming, this is overstanding the ascension of the mundane. Character attributed to nature or natural processes of being directed towards an end or shaped by a purpose. In essence, when the Rastafari say Ital is vital, this is the doctrine that phenomena are only partly controlled by mechanical forces and are in some measure self-determining. So Rastafari uses, I do, the Maya factor, which was most timely presented by Dr. Jose Arguelles in 1985. Rastafari be a path beyond technology. I will now present my thesis for public consideration, i.e. my point. So I'd like for you to hold tight and we will be right back.